peace must be our goal and our guide. And all that we strive for as a human family, dignity and hope, progress and prosperity, depends on peace. But peace depends on us.
Africa Television from the Africa Political Command Center. Thank you very much for watching us in the previous conversation since morning. We have been doing it for the good of the people of Kenya. And we continue to do it for the good of the people of Kenya, the region, regional countries, the region itself, the security of the region, the integrity, the economy of the region, and the peace above all of the region. This is Dr. David Masanga presenting my opinion. Together with me will be, after my submission or my opinion. My opinion today touches on the political journey of Kenya. The political journey of Kenya is very important, crucial to all those who want to study the political history of this nation called Kenya. It is important that we understand where and how we came about to have a nation called Kenya. It is important to understand the political happenings that took place after the departure of the colonial master in 1963. That the people should pick from there. The transition, the period, what we have gone through, what Kenya has gone through. Any scholar on African affairs would not neglect Kenya, would not fail to put an opinion. Whether we are white, black, Asian, Chinese, or purple, you will put up an opinion on Kenya. Why Kenya? Kenya stands out as the beacon of hope, the beacon of peace, an island of peace in a region of turmoil. East, there is Somalia. North, there is Ethiopia. South Sudan. West, there is Uganda that has had, out of 59 years or 60 years, almost coming to 60 years, half of that or 3/4 of that, they have been at war. South, there is Tanzania that has been calm. Far east, in the Great Lakes region, Rwanda, the DRC Congo. This is what we call the Great Lakes region. The journey, the political journey of Kenya begins from there. How does it come to shape up the Pan-Africanism? The value of Pan-Africanism embedded in this nation. What Kwame Nkrumah, Haile Selassie, Baba Tafawa Balewa, Benibera, Nyerere, Obote, Patrice Lumumba, Gabriel Nasser, what they say. Why Kenya? The journey of Kenya, political landscape of Africa was shaped. 3/4 of leaders that lead Africa at least have gone through somehow from Namibia, from Uganda, from Rwanda, from DRC Congo, from Somalia. The current leaders, all the 3-4 presidents, have always been in Kenya. The leadership of South Sudan, all of them sprang from Kenya. Kenya has a political direction, a direction that ranks it the highest, one of the most positioned country in the Great Lakes region for its political stability that has come after independence. Immediately after independence, we moved to post-independence elections the first type of elections which saw Kenya come up to the limelight towards the international community was 1992. 1997, 2007, 2008. Kenya came out in a bad light as far as elections were concerned. The political journey, therefore, was littered and then checkered with quite a lot of good economics, good economy, but very bad politics. It is therefore very important when you started a political journey that the past had pitfalls of insanity of 1992 elections, 1997 elections, a peaceful 2000 elections, and 2008 post-election violence that marred the peace and the freedom and the tranquility that Kenya had enjoyed. But Kenya moved on. It has moved on to the current status. 2013, it held a very peaceful elections. 2017, the same ghost came to haunt Kenya. The same trait came to haunt Kenya. The Stockholm syndrome that has manifested its legs and grown strong in some people's hearts, arrived on the surface, landscape, political, economy, destroyed the economy, destroyed the infrastructure, demolished the buildings in 2017. In 2018, President Uhuru Kenyatta and the former President Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga decided that enough is enough. We must change the narrative. They indeed changed the narrative and brought back a new direction of a new Kenya, a new direction of hope, a direction of tranquility, of peace, of reconciliation, a direction where we expected the loser not to be left in the cold, but left happy and continue to constructively engage and give the government positively how checks and balances have to be done by an opposition. 2018 also brought out, narrated 9 points as to why Kenya needs to reform, to change before it goes into 2022 election. The current situation, in my opinion, the current situation where the judiciary in Kenya has captured the executive, has disabled the functions, has prohibited, has become an obstacle to the performance of the executive in the Republic of Kenya, gives you and I a worry, to get worried on how things will shape up in the coming elections. There is nobody who wishes anybody luck. I am not one of those. But as a scholar of political science, a man who has studied, at least seen some of the theories, I mean, Nikolai Machiavelli, Adam Smith, Montego, all these theories, Socrates, Aristotle, Plato, the Plato Republic has never said, it will never say, did not indicate to us what we should do to remove what we call Stockholm Syndrome. Anybody who has read and who continues to have interest in the political history and the journey of Kenya, therefore, has to look at the main focus. What makes Kenya tick? The uniqueness of peace, the uniqueness of lack of a conflict, a sharp conflict, similar to the neighbors, Uganda, South Sudan, Ethiopia, Somalia, Rwanda, Congo, would say there is still hope for the people of Kenya to look ahead, to see what is coming if they don't prepare the road, the journey, the ground properly. It is for this that I submit, therefore, in my opinion, that Kenya needs a roadmap. Kenya needs to revamp the spirit of reconciliation, the strategy of redemption strategy, of healing, of accountability, of restitution, of reparations, and truth-telling above all. We need also reconciliation that will lead to a healing process that will bring out a better Kenya before it faces the future in 2022. My opinion, therefore, is very clear, Miriam, that the Kenya that everybody yearns for is a peaceful Kenya, a Kenya that understands international, regional, and national obligations, a Kenya that stands for a direction that will be emulated by several African countries. That is what President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta has tried to plant and to put in this Kenya, so that tomorrow, present, and the past, or the past, present, and the future, will read and recollect, recall some of the ugly sins that have made them to come to 90 points, that will wipe out corruption, that will remove marginalization, that will equitably distribute resources and appointments of all parastatal bodies, government jobs, and create employment above all for everybody without any discrimination of an area where one comes from. It is therefore my desire that today, as I sit here, I want to submit that time comes and time flies. But the time that flies does not fly with nothing. The time that flies has lessons to teach. What lessons have we learned? What lessons has Kenya learned from 1963, jumped to 1992, 97, 2000, 2005, 2007, 2013, 2017. What lessons you as Kenyans and you as people of this great country, is your country, what have you learned? What would you like to leave as a legacy in this country? What can you do to wipe out corruption? What can you do? Are we facing greedy politicians that want to change, that want peace, that don't want peace, but they want power? It's my opinion, therefore, and I submit that the past, the current, the future Kenya political journey depends on the formula of reconciliation. Many countries in Africa today, Miriam, as I submit, have broken down because of the lack of reconciliation, of the lack of truth-telling, of the lack of accountability, of the lack of restitution, of the lack of reparation, of the lack of healing. One of the greatest countries that is falling to pieces as we speak today is Nigeria. Because those things don't exist. They don't exist. People lumped Nigeria together without asking them how they want to be together. And Nigeria has fallen to pieces. Because we are running for elections. We wanted elections. We wanted the so-called democracy. But we did not ask ourselves what type of democracy would bring Nigerians to be a country that you had lumped together by amalgamating Nigeria, which had different opinions. Put them together. You destroyed the same values of democracy that you are looking for. Believe me or not, many African countries should start thinking, should think of the policy of having a rainbow country. And how far can you force the rainbow country without disintegrating your state? If you have oppressed the people in the last 60 years, where like Nigeria has been oppressed, many Nigerians have been oppressed, Biafrans have been left destitute. They have been left without homes. They have been discriminated against. No jobs, no economic empowerment, no roads, no hospitals. Miriam, the state falls into chaos once we don't look at what we call the political journey. The political journey of Kenya, therefore, past, present, and future, must hinge, and I submit, should hinge on the pillars of a redemption strategy. Less than that, you can talk of your elections up to the moon and come back, but they will be wiped out by the same epic center of violence, which is the Stockholm violence stoked by some few individuals in this Republic of Kenya. Therefore, my opinion is first, find a firm foundation so that you don't find yourselves in the Nigerian situation where you would say you have had enough with some people. You saw it in 2017. One gentleman came up to say, we must have two Kenyans. One Kenya without other tribes, and another one with us. He drew the map. And therefore your constitution does not even, your constitution of Republic of Kenya does not allow, does not stop anybody, Mr. Tawish, to come up and say, I need a state. The BBI was a very good example for you to heal, to begin thinking of a country united, not a country disunited. A country with diversity, whose diversity is utilized to enhance nationalism. Not a country with diversity that is used against certain tribes. I submit. That is my opinion this morning. Any questions? I am ready. Ask questions only. Don't submit in that opinion. Ask me questions. Thank you.
All right, Doctor, thank you so much. So I think questions are open to the, our other panelists this morning. Any clarification or anything else you need to know from Doctor this afternoon, actually, 5 minutes past midday here in Nairobi? All right. Doctor, you seem to have captured everything, the spirit of the...
No, they can ask questions. You can ask questions. I've summarized it. The past, the present, the future can only be a better future by looking at what created the past, the present, and what will create. How will the future look like through a redemption strategy? Full stop. Mm-hmm. If you don't have it, prepare to go Nigerian way.
Mm-hmm. And Doctor, how do we look at our past and reconcile it with our present today to forge a better future for the country? In what ways can we do that?
First is to accept that diversity creates unity. Two, to make sure that you reconcile. We cannot go to another election without that reconciliation. It's impossible. And let's not reconcile for the sake of winning an election. You cannot just start on cameras and reconcile and say, we have reconciled, we are now very good friends with Tawish. When Tawish is going to come and steal my shirt, and then we say, because we have reconciled, I won't say anything about Tawish stealing my shirt. When Tawish is going to go back to the same behavior of 2007, when Tawish is going to go back to 1992, 1997, and profile tribes, marginalized tribes, you must reconcile. That policy is being misused. It has been misused by Buhari in Nigeria. You see that, Miriam, so often in Africa. Farimajo in Somalia, because he comes from the bigger ruling clan, he has muzzled the rest of the people. Am I wrong? He's being now touted as a man going to win another election. So, you can create anything. You can see that the problem of Somalia, for example, you cannot heal Somalia without using diversity to unite Somalia. Am I wrong? If you don't use diversity to unite Somalia, even if you give very much your leadership, it will collapse. There will be a bigger war in Somalia if there is no unity of purpose. Unity of purpose always brings about a peaceful environment. It includes redemption, it includes healing. Why has Buhari come on power and started exactly where he ended in 1997? Why? Miriam, he did not heal. There was no healing. He came to power and started exactly to which he had the Biafrans. The same ones that he killed in 1967 before the end of the war. There you are. Is there peace? If you are going to do that in Africa, look at the countries that have harmonized. Look at the country like Rwanda, for example. 1994 was a clear example for Rwanda. But the Rwandese forgot all the past. They forged on. They reconciled under Gacaca courts. Those who killed came and said, we are sorry. Those who were killed accepted. Thank you. Rwanda today is an epitome of hope, of peace, of tranquility, of economic emancipation, economic examples, where drones deliver medicine to remote areas. Show me one country in Africa where drones are delivering medicine. What happened to the drones that were here? Where are they, Mr. Tawish? Can we ask? So, show me one country that is delivering medicine using drones in Africa. It's only in Rwanda that COVID medicine is delivered by drones to remote areas. The rest of Africa, someone has medicine but has not transport. Can you tell me that? We don't have even oxygen. Africa does not have oxygen. Kenya yesterday was saying they are running out of oxygen. Tell me one country in Africa that has oxygen, that has manufactured oxygen, which is not in cylinders. Which one? Show me. Show me. Because we are busy, we have not utilized a redemption strategy. And I've been talking about this. I told people, on the journey of Kenya, you need a redemption strategy. Tawish, you were once interviewing me. Today I interview you. But what did I tell you? Redemption. Kenya needed a redemption strategy, not a political process. Didn't I say that here?
You said. In fact, you are Mr. Redemption.
I was nicknamed Mr. Redemption. Because I said the truth, I was nicknamed Mr. Redemption. I am happy today that those who did not listen to my words have seen the example how a political process can ruin a redemption process. We need redemption. You don't need a political process. You need, before you go to your elections, you don't need a political process. You need a redemption process. Let all Kenyans sit back and see where we are going wrong. Which direction is Miriam is the president affecting what we shall see in 2023. Are you electing the real leader? Or you are electing a man who is seriously showing you that he will manipulate you? Nigerians hated Goodluck Johnson. They brought in a monster. There you are. You brought in Buhari. You know, people gave Buhari because he was in opposition. They were fed up with what the government was doing. In Kenya, you are about to give someone because you hate someone. And that is indeed what is going to happen tomorrow. Look at the Nigerian elections in the first term of elections of Buhari. Nigerians came out, they voted against a government that could listen a bit and brought in an army general who was very focused to destroy, who promised to kill Boko Haram. Instead, he is abducting people across the world. Is that what you want? Miriam, which way the political journey, the past, present, the future, hallelujah, can we learn some lessons? Without a redemption strategy, my opinion is the elections in 2022, I am not the only one saying it. The DPP yesterday said
Tawish.
somebody is on.
That is Tawish.
The DPP said it. The DPP said you cannot rule out violence in 2022. He said it on your national television. It's not me. I'm not the DPP of Kenya. I'm not a Kenyan. I am a scholar who has studied the politics of the Great Lakes region. I do it as I do it. I have no regrets of saying I have studied African politics. I can discuss the politics of any state in Africa. Therefore, it is up to you. I submit my opinion remains, Miriam. The only way we can do it is to have redemption now. If we don't have redemption, prepare for custody of several people. Because I don't see amongst this queue of politicians somebody who will concede and work as opposition. Do you see any? Let's be honest. Do you see any? If the race is between Ruto and Raila, who is going to say I have lost? Who? Who? No, let's be honest. Who?
Maybe now.
No. Time has come for me at my age to ask these questions. Help me. I don't care. But when you find me, you will find one person who is sincere to the bottom of his heart. Between Raila and Ruto, even if they join hands, they run on one ticket. Who of them will say, you go first, I go next? Who? Shall you be honest? You are Kenyans. You be honest. Wesonga, Dr. Joseph Nyachama, or Sesena and Miriam, tell me. Now, any of those who will come up on the platform and say, I've lost, I'm going back to stay in Sungoi, or I'm going back to stay in Bondo, without telling people that they are, hello, Kuja. Come! These guys stole our election.
Daktari,
thank you.
That is why the BBI philosophy saw such a raw ambitions amongst the current leaders. You can imagine a scenario where we are the Prime Minister, the President. One of those positions could have massaged the ego of the others. That's what actually the BBI was going to address.
And that is why, Doc Nyachama, I am saying, in the absence of BBI, in the absence, I submit, in my opinion, that in the absence of the redemption strategy, the reconciliation, the healing, the truth-telling, the restitution, the reparations, and exactly the healing process, which leads to a redemption strategy, there will be no peace. I submit.
Let me, now that you said we ask questions, Daktari, on
Go ahead.
in your own view, And from your presentation, you seem to understand the egos of these current leaders. What mechanisms, therefore, should be used to begin the reconciliation process, given that some of these people still, they are grandstanding in their personal interests? What can you advise the Kenyan political class? How can they go about it?
Thank you very much. It's very simple. East or West, election is not important. Peace is more important. Yes. Because in Africa, we have not understood what elections are. Even in a local club, a local cooperative society, a local clan in Africa, show me one local clan in Africa that agrees and says the other clan has won, we shall give them time, we shall win next time. Show me in Africa. If your club in football, you are Kenyans, you have Go and AFC, you play football. But when you leave Kasarani, even when Go has won, you must drive your car very fast to deliver it in the town to save it from stones. Miriam, am I wrong? Even when they have won, and I'm honest, when the AFC have won, they even now start telling them, where, yeah, you people, you are useless, you see that? Where in Africa? Look at what the Fulanis are doing to the Igbo. Look at what the Fulanis are doing to the Igbo in Nigeria. When you go to north of Nigeria, the Fulanis tell you, go home. So where's your home? Isn't the home in your country, Nigeria? Why should you be told, go home? Look at DRC Congo. The clubs fight. In fact, some national stadiums, they have stadia. They have decided to grow grass instead of putting stones. Because after the match, they kill each other. Look at Kaunda. Today is the burial of Kaunda, one of the founding fathers of Pan-Africanism. Even before you go on to bury him, one clan came and said, no way, he should not be buried there. Have you heard have you seen what is there right now? It has delayed the burial. If you think I'm talking what I don't know, it's up to you. So, Dr. Nyachama, the best way to do and to heal these wounds is through the policy that you have just talked about. Is through expansion of what digs at the center, the leadership. If Miriam saw Raila in leadership, or if Tawish saw Olekina Ladama as the deputy prime minister, and another one is the prime minister, another one is the speaker of parliament, another one is speaker of senate, from different views, the state will balance. Expanded executive can heal, added with reconciliation. If you have a reconciliation and you expand, people will do their jobs. Yes, there will be a little bit of, haggling here over this, who should feel this, but that will not surmount the entire process and put the country to chaos. I submit.
All right. I think that will be a good place to end the show this afternoon. We don't want to water that opinion. Thank you. Did a good job in that, Doctor. Thank you so much. And Dr. Joseph Nyanchama and the rest of the panelists, thank you so much. And our viewers, wherever you're watching us from, let's meet here later for the news across the continent of Africa. Bye-bye for now.
Miriam, don't forget.
Peace must be our goal and our guide. And all that we strive for as a human family, dignity and hope, progress and prosperity, depends on peace. But peace depends on us.